Juicy, where the drums at?
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New England Patriots and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? They're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. This defense for... They were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down, Morales. They try to find Sharp, but it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the 50, here's Herbert. He's got Bellinger. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ken Walker, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bucs at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Come back team! Come back team!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morales. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Morales. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Morales. Deep for Chark. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 5 yards, a good run there. Now 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneers.
Go! Off the play fake. Morales. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try to run with Harris. Hammering from the goal line. He loses the football. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Herbert's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Second down and 3. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morales. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
taken at about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. On for the point after, Corey Vedvik. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Morales. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there, and give them a first down. Back to throw. Morales. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Amari Cooper, 52 yards. And the Bucs get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 45 on second down, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Herbert on first down now. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Morales. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and goal. Herbert looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Kenneth Walker. As the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Morales. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today. But they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Back in 60.
A final shot before break. Morales. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Here's Herbert. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Romeo Dobbs, 53 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
42, Buccaneers, 16.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Patterson. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a throw to the end zone on first. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Ready, set.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Throw out wide to Walker. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, it's pretty evident that's not the way you want to try and establish momentum ahead of a possible 4th quarter comeback, because you needed points there, at least something to build on for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Herbert off of play action. And he'll go right back to Lamb. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. CeeDee Lamb, 55 yards. And the Patriots are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. To throw on second down, Morales. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden. Harris running straight ahead. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Patriots will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got a man complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Walker will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Walker once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, Jack.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. And they take a knee. The Patriots send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Charles, a lot of understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Pats, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.